her, she's an actress, and she has a blog called Extra Dry Martini, which makes people cry. I don't know if it's because they want a martini so badly afterwards. Well, we're going to find out. We'll see what your style is all about. Well, then I'll know. She also had a play at the Hollywood Fringe Festival called War Stories, which did really well, and it's going back up in NoHo at the Actors Workout Studio. And again, it's in February. You can find it out on the internet, because that's, again. And let's welcome her to the stage. Sarah Kelly! Yeah!
Hey, Sarah. Sarah, are you busy right now? It's Christmas Eve, and I'm in the kitchen wearing a pair of industrial-strength rubber gloves up to my elbows in dirty dishes. I look up, and I see my 13-year-old nephew, Quinn. His dark blonde hair is tucked underneath a wool beanie, except for this part in the front that's falling into his eyes. He actually kind of looks like Justin Bieber right now, but I know that if I tell him that, he'll kill me, so I don't say it. No, Quinn, I'm not busy. What's up? Well, I have to tell you something, but I'm not sure how you're going to take it. Okay. What is it? It's Nora. I think she smokes too much pot. Nora is my 17-year-old niece, Quinn's older sister. Now, a few minutes ago, she fled to the basement in an explosion of hormonal tears, screaming at her father, "I hate you! I hate you!" And Dave, her dad, for his part, stomped off to the guest room, slammed the door, and then opened it again just so he could yell out to make sure that everyone in the house knew that he had had enough of this shit. My sister, Deirdre, is hiding in the living room. She's pretending to read a book, but she's not fooling anyone. It's only my father, who's watching a football game in the den, who is oblivious to everything and is the only person in the house that seems happy. But then again, he's been on a bender since we arrived 2 days ago, drinking one long, bottomless Bloody Mary. He's also hearing impaired, which on this particular Christmas Eve doesn't seem like such an unfortunate disability. I scrape the remainder of the mashed potatoes into a Tupperware, and I decide to play it cool. Oh, really? Yeah, she smokes too much pot, and it's because of her boyfriend, Jacob. He's a bad influence on her. That's why she's freaking out right now. She's afraid if she's away from Vancouver for too long, he'll break up with her. I can't help it. I roll my eyes. I mean, the things that I could tell my 17-year-old niece about dating the wrong men. But I don't. Instead, I just say, "Don't worry, Quinn. I'm sure it's just a phase. She'll be all right." But will she? Will any of us? Ever since we arrived in Olympia, Washington 2 days ago with the goal of giving Dad the perfect Christmas, everything has been unraveling at the seams. I'm not exactly sure what the tipping point was. It might have been when my dad started needling my sister, repeating over and over again that he hoped that she wasn't the one that was preparing the Christmas dinner, all the while shuffling back and forth between his bedroom and the kitchen in his smelly bathrobe for drink refills, leaving a trail of Bloody Mary in his wake. Or it might have been the last-minute search to find a Christmas tree on December 24th, when everybody was sold out. But we finally did find a Christmas tree, and we get it back to the house only to discover that the tree trunk is too thick to fit into my mom's old tree stand. So then Dave goes knocking on the neighbors' doors looking for a saw to borrow, except he can't find one, and he gets more and more frustrated and angry, repeating over and over again, "How does nobody have a saw? You people live in the goddamn woods, for Christ's sakes." Or it might have been the moment when he finally does find the saw and he starts hacking away at the tree like some sort of psychotic lumberjack with pine needles flying everywhere. He's cursing, and the rest of us are just hiding in the other room waiting for it to be over. Or it might have been this moment right now with Quinn looking morose, Nora crying in the basement, Dave fuming in the guest bedroom, Deirdre hiding in the living room pretending to read, and me attempting to hold the world together by washing every last dish in the house, because right now washing dishes is all I know how to do. Is this the moment when we finally give up the ghost that this Christmas, Dad's last, due to the word that I've been avoiding saying, cancer, would be anything other than completely dysfunctional? Well, don't worry, because my family is pretty odd, and when the going gets tough, we get weird. We refuse to be defeated by uncooperative Christmas trees, or hormonal pot-smoking teenagers, or sinkfuls of dirty dishes, or Dad's bottomless Bloody Marys, or even by cancer. So on Christmas morning, rather than running from it, we decide to embrace it. It starts when my sister proudly presents me with my Christmas stocking, which contains a piece of cactus. What? I thought you'd miss California. It continued when Nora and Quinn raid my high school closet, putting on an epic fashion show featuring all the best Pacific Northwest wardrobe items from the 1990s, including baby doll dresses, combat boots, hypercolor t-shirts. Does anybody remember those? And lots and lots of plaid flannel. And then there was our traditional hearts game. See, the Kellys, we are a competitive bunch, and when we play hearts, we don't just play hearts, we are out for blood. We have a long-standing tradition of selecting some humiliating object that has to be worn by whatever poor sucker gets stuck with the Queen of Spades. So this time, my sister produces a horrifying Halloween mask from the movie Saw. It's this grotesque, deformed face with like a black tuft of matted hair coming out of the side. And my father, even as saturated with booze as he is still a formidable opponent, and he wins, and I lose, and he sits there grinning from ear to ear while I put on the mask. And so it went all throughout the day until dinner, until the moment that Dad had been waiting for, when he finally gets his much-anticipated gigantic butterball turkey that Dave proudly serves to him, this giant plate of dark meat that's more than he can ever possibly eat, saying, "It's all yours, Bernie." I won't pretend that Christmas 2012 wasn't dysfunctional, or that we weren't all losing our minds or ready to kill each other. But in the middle of it all, there was Dad, feasting on his turkey dinner, slurping his Bloody Mary, screaming at the football game, and basking in the glow of his weird, quirky, oddly beautiful family. Our goal of making Dad's last Christmas free from drama didn't happen. It never stood a chance. But though it was far from being perfect, it ended up being perfect for Dad. And he couldn't have been happier. And in the end, that was what made it a perfect Christmas for all of us as well.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And we'd love to hear about your family experiences that have changed your life. Be sure to click the link to go to our Facebook page or comment on your stories below. Until next time, guys. Thank you.